Hello, this is 5 and welcome to the Cobra Essential Toy Review. And today so we're looking at the 2011 release by Hasbro of the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra action figure review. And today's action figure review, we're looking at the Wave 5 for the City Strike Cobra Commander, the Cobra Leader. Now I got this straight from eBay, and by buying the whole set of Wave 5 figures, each of the figures cost me 55 ringgit, which is a bit more pricier compared to retail pricing of 42 ringgit and 90 cents. But not much of a choice because Hasbro Malaysia, well, did not brought in any of the Wave 5 figures to Malaysia at all, so I have to resort on getting this straight from eBay. Now let's take a look at the front part packaging itself. Now one side of the corner here we got a artwork for Cobra Commander here. You notice the artwork itself, as I brought it closer, you can see the artwork is not really well detailed compared to the rest of the Pursuit of Cobra artwork packages. This one is a little bit too, I would say, not realistic enough, which is a pity. Now inside the plastic bubble itself, we have Cobra Commander here, and he's laden with a lot of accessories. Alas, a lot of these accessories are old accessories. First we have his laser pistol, we have the Cobra dagger, the Cobra, scepter or baton, we have the rapier, we have his Cobra staff, and three of these items which is quite interesting. Once there's a gravity bomb, you can actually find this in the DVD 5th pack of the Greatest Battles. We have the Compound Z container and a case that contains the secret element according to the back of the packaging itself. Behind the figure is a base stand, and underneath the base stand there's more stuff underneath there. There's the fold-up catalog and his cape. There's a lot of accessories. Now, the back portion of the packaging itself, one corner here stated what's G.I. Joe really about and who they are up against, which is Cobra. This time is City Strike mission, and we have a nice image of the diorama for the City Strike. We got Beachhead, the City Strike Beachhead, hiding on one corner of the wall here. We have the City Strike Firefly. We have the 25th anniversary Firefly there, I'm not too sure why. We have the, Rise of Cobra Night Adder there as well, for all three figures from all three different lines. At the back here we have the Cobra Fury. Very nice. Now at the bottom section here we have a small little profile card, and this time we have a small little image of Cobra Commander with this section here detailing all his stuff, stating Cobra Commander, Cobra Leader, Primary Weapon, Standard Issue EMI Electromagnetic Laser Weapon, Combat Gear, Cape, Snake Baton, Command Staff, Sword, Snake Dagger, Gravity Bomb, Compound Z Container, Case with Secret Element. Now at the bottom here is his small little write-up stated, Absolute Power, Total Control of the World, its people, wealth, and resources. That's the objective of Cobra Commander. This fanatical leader rules with an iron fist. He demands total loyalty and allegiance. His main battle plan for world control relies on revolution and chaos. He is responsible for adopting scientists, business people, and military leaders, then forcing them to reveal their top-level secrets. Very nice. So, without further ado, let's open up this packaging so we can molest him. Be right back. And we're back with the figure and the rest of stuff out from the packaging itself. Now let's take a look at the City Strike Cobra Commander's accessories, starting off with the base stand. Now it comes with a nice little 25th anniversary style of a Cobra base stand. You got a nice little Cobra logo on the center here, at the top portion here, with two pegs for the figure to stand on. Nameplate there stated as Cobra Commander, and the back portion here stated as 2007 Hasbro made in China. Now for the City Strike Cobra Commander here, it comes with a lot of accessories, which is a good thing and a bad thing. A lot of accessories is a good thing. The bad thing is majority of the accessories here are nothing new. Majority of them are based on the 25th anniversary line or the Resolute line. So I won't go into too much details describing the details for the accessories itself, because some of the accessories has been mentioned before, especially on the Cobra knife. If you hadn't recognized this Cobra knife, is actually based on the Resolute, yes, the Resolute Cobra 7 pack, where Cobra Commander, well, he is equipped with this Cobra knife here. And if you hadn't, well, recognized it earlier on as well, this is the same dagger in the Resolute animation where Cobra Commander used this dagger to carve out Major Blood's heart out. Of course, they don't show the carving part, but the knife was stuck onto his body when the G.I. Joe team found his body there. Now, the details are actually quite nice, and the entire blade here is actually not painted at all. This is pure plastic color. The entire hilt here is painted in gold. But I am disappointed on one thing, because why give him the Resolute knife is just beyond me. Second off, there's no way to store this weapon if you don't want your figure, the Cobra Commander figure, to not wield it. There's no knife sheath to store, well, the dagger at all. Then again, the original one that released in the Resolute 7 pack also had the same problem. Then we have his Cobra baton, or Cobra scepter here. This is based on the 25th anniversary line itself, and there's no changes at all. The entire thing is not painted, it's just pure yellow plastic color, dull yellow plastic color. The details is quite nice because the snake is curling throughout the entire baton itself. Very nicely done with the details, but I really wish they do some paint job onto it because it looks kind of cheap. Then we have his sword. I believe it's a scimitar. Nah, it's not a scimitar. I'll call it as a, well, a sword then. Now the sword here, the entire thing is made of a black plastic material. The handguard is painted in dull gold and the blade is painted in silver. Also nothing new. This is based on the Resolute line, directly from the Resolute Cobra Commander. Now the funny thing about this sword is that, well, there's no way for you to store the sword either. He doesn't, well, for this figure, it doesn't come with the sword sheath, like so. So I'm not too sure why they thought it's a good idea to give this version of Cobra Commander with a sword where he can't even, well, sheath it. Then we have his classic gun. Again, nothing new. This is based on the 25th anniversary line itself. The entire thing is made of a black plastic material. The details are nice. Now, what's funny about this, well, laser gun is that you notice there's a smaller peg there. Either side of the peg itself, you can actually plug it at the back portion of the original Cobra Commander. But for this figure, there's no way for you to plug it. No way. And what's funny is that you notice there's a small little hole here, and you can try to plug it, but, well, once you plug it in, it does stay there, but it's a bit, I would say, one of the peg is not long enough, so it tends to fall off. Furthermore, when he's wearing the vest itself, it tends to hinder, well, a little bit. The moment you move the legs, the entire gun will just pop off. Then we have his staff, the Cobra staff here, made of a more the same color as the baton itself, dull yellow plastic color with no paint job at all. And this is the same accessory that came from the Cobra 5 pack, where the hooded Cobra Commander, well, is equipped with the Cobra staff painted in orange. This one is not painted at all. I really wish they do put some paint job on the Cobra staff here. It actually is a very nice details there. Then we have his canister. Now, what's funny about this canister is that you can actually pull off this bottom section there, as you can see. And this canister is also nothing new. This is based on the 25th anniversary DVD battle pack, where Snake Eyes, if you recall, there's a figure which is Snake Eyes, and he's painted in this horrendous color with some portions of his body painted in orange due to the radiation contamination. And it actually came from this small little canister, and I'm not too sure why Hasbro thought it's a good idea to, well, to give Cobra Commander with a radiation canister. Then we have the so-called gravity bomb. This is from the DVD 5th pack from the 25th anniversary line itself. And if you did not recall, this is the same bomb that appeared in the G.I. Joe animated movie back in the 80s itself, or around that time. Yes, the intro of the song itself, where Cobra Commander rode onto the Cobra Claw and tried to plant a bomb onto the bottom section of the Statue of Liberty. Yes, this is the same bomb itself. We got a nice little Cobra logo on the top there, as you can see, and you got the timer there that goes on to 1 second. You got a nicer detail on the keypad, but on the other side it's just all hollowed out, which is kind of disappointing. And I'm not too sure how the figure is going to hold this bomb because there's no handle at all. Then we have the secret element inside the case itself. This is also another 25th anniversary line accessory from the DVD pack as well. This is the mass device material, the mass material inside the case itself. The entire thing, well, the outer casing itself is made of a clear plastic material, and the inside casing itself you get to see this blue mass material, and on the bottom section there is all hollowed out. There's no paint job, of course. Then we have his cape. Now the cape here, the entire cape is actually made of an actual cloth, as you can see, and it's also supported by this two-piece here. It's made of a, well, this chain here is actually made of a dull yellow plastic color. No paint job at all. Nice little details. Bottom section there's no details at all. This is actually from, well, the Cobra 5 pack with the hooded Cobra Commander that comes with the scepter, or the Cobra Commander, the modern version of Cobra Commander with the, it came from the comic pack itself, the 25th anniversary comic pack that came along with tripwire. So again, nothing new with the accessory. Now the color of the cape itself is not very consistent in color because this one is in dark blue, whereas you have the vest itself and the figure painted in a more purplish dark blue mixture of the colors. So very inconsistent of the colors there. And finally we have his vest or his jacket, and this is the only accessory that is new. Yep, this is the new accessory here. The entire thing is made of a purplish dark blue mixture of colors, and you get to see a little bit of paint job going on inside there. The scarf is actually painted in a little bit of blue. Buttons are painted in gold. There's this small little Cobra logo there you're barely able to see or make out what's the shape. The belt is painted in black, so that's the back portion, and the straps. This is not really a attractive looking vest because when Cobra Commander wears the vest, it makes him look fat, which later I'm going to demonstrate later. Now for the vest itself, the buttons are located on the sides, both sides. There's the buttons there, and all you have to do is clip on to these areas, and it's quite easy for the figure to wear it. All you have to do is pop off the head, slide it in, pop the buttons in, you're done. The details is nothing that impressive. Like I said, the entire vest looks very bulky. It makes Cobra Commander looks very fat when he wears this. Details are simplistic but not bad. Nothing spectacular actually. Now let's take a look at the figure's paint job. Now the figure's paint job is also very simplistic, and half the portion of the body itself is not painted at all. First off, the entire helmet here, as you can see, is actually made of a purplish bluish plastic color. The only paint job on the helmet itself is painted on the top section here, painted in silver. The face itself is actually painted in silver rather than chrome. I really wish they actually chromed the entire face mask. It would be really great if they chrome it. The entire torso here, as you can see, the cybernetic torso parts here are actually painted in black, a very glossy black, so making it very shiny. The entire arms here is all pure plastic color except for the wrist here, which is painted in black. The hands are actually in black plastic color. And from the crotch area down all the way to the legs, it's not painted at all. It's just pure black plastic color. So it's rather disappointing. There is very lacking of paint details. Very lacking at all, and I really wish that the face mask is actually chrome. You have a Cobra Viper that actually has a chrome face, but when you came out with this figure and you don't want to chrome it, why? Why, Hasbro? Now let's take a look at the figure's, well, mold. Surprisingly enough, there are new parts for this figure, but first things first, let's take a look at the old parts. Now, if you haven't even recognized the torso and the legs already, this actually came from the Rise of Cobra. The torso, the waist, and the entire pair of legs are from the Rise of Cobra Commander. Same mold, no changes at all. Well, except for the top section of the chest here, where there are 2 holes, but for this version they cover it up. The face itself. Now here's the funny thing, the helmet is actually molded onto the face mask, so you cannot remove the helm, which is a good thing, but a little bit disappointing. I really wish the helmet is removable, but the face mask is actually based on the Resolute face mask. They are the same thing, except the helmet is a new mold. The entire helmet is actually a new mold, but it's molded onto the, well, the figure's head itself, so you can't remove it. The only thing new, well, besides the helmet of course, is the pair of arms. This pair of arms is actually new mold. Now the pair of arms details are actually not bad. I really wish that there's more new mold for this figure. At least, well, give it a better paint job, better accessories. Now let's take a look at the final details of the mold itself. You can see there's a little bit of details on the wrist itself, some mechanical parts there. The details on the entire arms, you got a lot of wrinkles going on. Very nice. The hands, however, is also quite nicely done as well. Very nice. Nice little details. Let's take a look at the figure's articulation. Without the vest, of course, you can tilt the head down, up, side to side, and turn 360 degrees. Torso here can move forward a little bit, back a little bit, side to side a little bit, and turn 360 degrees. Shoulder joints here can turn 360 degrees and lift the arms this high. Elbow joint here can bend this far and turn 360 degrees, and bend backwards a little bit. And wrist joint here turn 360 degrees, which is a pity they didn't add in the new articulation for Cobra Commander. Then we got the hip joints here that move forward, back a little bit to the sides, double jointed knee that bends this far, very nice, and ankle joint that pivots downwards, upwards, and turn 360 degrees. Now, if you have noticed that one side of the leg is a bit bent thanks to the packaging itself, but it's still alright. Now let's fully equip Cobra Commander here with, well, his big old jacket slash vest. As you can see, the moment he wears this entire thing, Cobra Commander just added several more pounds to his body. Look at him. He's like a fat Cobra Commander. Really weird looking. Of course, we have his, well, cape, which doesn't match up with the colors at all, as you can see there. This is by far not my favorite Cobra Commander. As you can see the dark blue from the cape, and you got this different kind of blue going on with the figure. Then we have him, well, with the snake staff. As you can see, the arms there don't go all the way in thanks to the bulkiness of the vest itself. The head can still move all over the direction itself, but you're barely able to pivot up and down though, just a little bit, because it's being hindered, well, by the huge bulky vest and the cape itself. Now, I also mentioned that you can actually store, well, if you can store the laser gun onto the tire itself, but thanks to the vest, you can see the length of the vest, you actually barely able to fit in and place the gun there. There is no sword sheath or knife sheath to store the rest of the weapons. So this version of Cobra Commander is rather poor looking. It looks ugly actually. I'm not too sure why. I rather they just take another Cobra Commander figure and just repaint it, rather than have this mishmash of Frankenstein parts with, well, not consistent colors and having so much accessories that he can't even wield it, or at least not wield it, he can't even store it onto his body. And having the mass device from the DVD packs and the bomb itself, I'm not too sure why they thought this is a good idea to give Cobra Commander for the Pursuit of Cobra line. I know they wanted to do the mass device, but at least give us some new stuff besides the vest. The vest is really ugly. It makes the figure looks fat. I just don't like it. I really don't like it. We have the vest. The colors look very ugly. You have already seen, we have the vest. You got the cybernetic armor, which looks really glossy black, and you got this arms then making it look really ugly mixture with the battle mask and the helm and the pants itself. The mixture of the combination of the colors makes it really ugly. So if I'm gonna give a rating on this, I'm sorry, I love Cobra Commander, I mean the character himself, but this one is just piss poor. It's just piss poor attempt to sell it to people, or even worse, if you wanted to get some of the figures for Wave 5 and you're forced to get it, a whole set, depending on which shop that you go to, which toy shop that you go to, or if you bought it from eBay, you're forced to get a whole set of Wave 5, you end up having this piss poor Cobra Commander. Really, really bad looking. If I'm gonna give a rating on this, I am sorry, but I have to give it a 3 out of 10 for the City Strike Cobra Commander. He's still a little bit alright, but majority of the parts itself is just piss poor. So 3 out of 10 for the City Strike Cobra Commander. I thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05 and I'm signing off.